We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Conor the Destroyer Ben, 72 kilos even. He stands 173 centimeters tall, and his reach is the exact 173 centimeters. And he'll be facing the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn. He comes in at 177 centimeters tall with a 185 centimeter reach.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
Conor the Destroyer Benn, one of the most exciting and electrifying fighters in the world today. The Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn. And when you talk about legendary fighters from England, this man has to be on the list. So much hype. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The straight right just misses. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. That right hook's blocked. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Lands with that right uppercut. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Only catching air with that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance. And there's the bell to start round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
A shot from the gods took an... 1, 2, 3, 4.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Nigel Benn has been rocked. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and doing this over and over and over again. They've got it.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer. Hold that thought! The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do?
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? Let's talk about Ben in that last round. He's been knocked down, but the bell rings and we start the third. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter shot. And that big shot just rattled his cage. Ben has no idea where he is right now. Hold that thought. And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. Down goes Ben. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to me.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the ring.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Oh no! Nigel Ben in big trouble. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. There's the bell for round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Both men step back for just a moment. Which fighter will say no mas? And a big shot rattles his cage. Conor Ben right now. Will he go down? And Conor Ben goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Can't land the jab there. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. talk about Ben in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
To put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Catch and shoot. Oh, what a shot! Ben in some serious trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him rattled like this before. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good fight so far, both of these fighters. Heavy shots, and Nigel Benn goes down. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got...
1, 2, 3, 4.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Ben in that last round. And there's the bell for round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Swing and a miss for that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Down goes Ben! Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and up. Introducing Josh.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this high hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Couldn't land that jab. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into a arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Can't score with that jab. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? One punch could change everything in this battle. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Amir Khan in some real trouble. Thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And he scores with the counter. A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's all offense all the time. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Taylor in that last round. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That counter shot lands. don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Jab slightly off target. Hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
To slow down. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is a high-octane battle. Every time he throws a punch, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, there was no doubt. Back at it in round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Code red time for Josh Taylor. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get...
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Some nice exchanges from both men. And he just put Amir Khan down. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Nobody home with that hook. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Threw a punch and just got countered. supposed to go for Amir Khan. And down he goes. What an upset this could be as Khan is down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Sets him up, but you'll take him out.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep.
On to the 6th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Here we go. It's round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Threw a punch and just got countered. It's code red time now for Josh Taylor. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. talking about Taylor in that. And we enter the 8th round. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Oh boy! Amir Khan, dazed! I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought this...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Amir Khan is rocked! Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. They need to be careful let them punch themselves out here. Beautiful counter punch. And another hook. Down goes Taylor. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want us back.
Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown. There's the bell to start round 9. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Missed with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter lands. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And he scores with the counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's code red time now. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. This is the 10th. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad.